Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be playing some more 60 seconds. We only have 2 achievements left. They're the hardest achievements in the world. I just noticed this has popped up. I guess they have a new game. I thought this was like an older game. Super Scavenger. I don't know, we might play that in the future, I don't know. But for now, we have to do one more achievement, which is to do the Sara Bomber challenge on either Apocalypse or Survival. And we're trying to do it on Apocalypse. So we're going to play Ted, because it's easier to be Ted and carry Dolores than it is to be Dolores and carry Ted. And we're going to play in Sara Bomber. Now, make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. This is that call to action thing where you're supposed to do it. It would help the channel a ton, and I really do appreciate it. Not a catchphrase. It really does help the channel. Let's go ahead and just jump in and get started. I'm going to try to do the government escape or the twins escape. And I'm only going to do the adults. I'm ditching the kids. They're not coming. I'm ditching the kids. They are staying in the base. All right, I got to just run. Get some food because I know I'm going to need it. This way. All right, that right there. We're definitely going to need the map. Going to need the cards. I saw the lock in there. I should have grabbed it and I didn't. We'll grab that. Because we need safety. Alright, I gotta find the mom. I don't know where she is. That's the boy. Don't want him. Where's the mom? I think she's in that back right room. So let's turn around. Go all the way over to here. She's gonna be here. Alright, we can get the rifle. Run, 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 run. Okay. And I got the bullets too. Holy cow. I don't know if I got everything I needed. I don't know. I didn't get the map. Let's hope that the suitcase gives me some good stuff. Because I did not get the map. This could leave us in a really bad situation. I didn't even see the map. But I've got no water. Okay, alright, listen. Alright, I don't do this often. But I've got to rerun it. Simply because there's no possible way I can survive with no water. Oh, I do have the map, though. Hang on. Hang on. But I need water. I've got tons of food. This is a crucial moment. I've got the map. I've got the board games and stuff. I've got an axe. Because I could do the twins exit, I believe. I could do the twins. Because map, axe, the games. What was the one that I did last time? Right? Because I didn't have it. There was one thing I was missing. And I was like, they never ask for this. That's what I said. As I cried aloud at the 60 seconds gods. Because I almost beat it. I almost did the Sara Bomber on the Apocalypse challenge. I was pretty frustrated. I was like, dang, man. Alright, we'll go for it. We'll go for it. But we can't be wearing these hats. We need something good. Yeah, we'll do the chefs. Alright, just the 2 of us. There wasn't enough time to get the kids, but surely this is just a drill and they're okay, right? Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, we'll sleep on cans, we'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. No one thought of collecting the water. Showering may be overrated, but drinking is a habit that's hard to shake off. This is the best stocked shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Alright, they don't need water until day 5. So I'm going to send somebody out, and actually, the mom may die in the beginning, or the dad. If I can't get them to go, maybe moving away won't be so bad. We can probably make new friends, meet new people, provided anyone is still alive, that is. There's nothing going on with Ted, etc., etc. Okay, we're definitely sending somebody out. We don't have a radio. We need at least 1 bottle of water to make it through the first 5 days. Are they tired? Did they just get tired? Okay, and we lose. Let's just go ahead and reset because they're tired, so I can't do a scavenge. There's no water. They're gonna die on day 6. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. That is, yeah, Sarah Palmer. That is the hardest difficulty for sure, and that is proof of it right there. Oh yeah, I forgot, because while we're in game, it shows the current state of things. Alright, we're going to do new game. We're going to try this again. Sarah Bomber, Ted. Alright, let's think with our brains. It's not working. Let's keep going. Let's just get whatever we can, and the mom. Whatever we can, and the mom. Okay, cool. Map is right here. We'll get water. Flashlight's right here as well. There's a lock right on the floor. Okay, suitcase. We're just going to toss this in. We don't need to do none of the fancy stuff. The mom's right over here. We'll grab her. And we'll grab a couple cans of food. Okay, let's check out this room. Gun. Water. Okay, no. Shot that's happening. Get out of the way! What all do we have? What all do we have? We did not get enough stuff. We did not get enough stuff. That's it. Alright, we're just gonna let this rerun. We have to. Ah, that chair really put me in a predicament, didn't it? Alright, let's rerun it. That's okay. We got to get a good start to make sure this works. If we don't get a really good start, we won't get anywhere. The end. That's fine, that's fine. You perished. Alright, let's try again. Bump, 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 bump. Alright, let's just hope we get like a good thing. Let's hope we get a good little setup. Shaw. We've got this though. Don't worry, you guys. Map. Playbook thing. We'll grab that. We can just toss it in. I see something on the wall. It's the med kit. Those are super important. While we're in here, we'll grab this stuff. Okay. The gun is right by there. I'll get that in a moment. Suitcase is always nice. Flashlight is perfect. We can't carry that. That's rough. Can't carry anything. Oh, it's 3. I forgot. Okay, we need the axe. We need that. I would like to get the mom on this. I can't. What? Oh, because I got 3. Oh, goodness. But I saw the lock in there, too. Saw the lock in there, too. So we'll do this. Oh, we can get the radio. That's actually really good. Okay, get the lock. Actually, get this food. Oh, I didn't. I was going to get the gun. I was going to get the gun, and I didn't. That's okay. That's okay. I don't think I had time. If I'd have grabbed it, I'd have lost. Drinking a little drink. It is delicious. Alright. And I did get the suitcase in, so that's good. Okay, we don't have really anything. We need food and stuff. Just the 2 of us. It wasn't enough time to get the kids, but surely this is just a drill and they're okay, right? Alright, so we really do miss the life we had. The space, the sky, the food. More food. We wish we could go back to a time before this dang bomb dropped. Alright. It sucks that we have to prep so hard with items because we really need food. We're definitely sending people out. A group of doctors knocked on the door today. Genuinely can't. We only have 1. Otherwise I would. That sucks. This is going to be hard, actually. We don't think there's real doctors, but just in case they were, we got rid of them quickly before they could start charging us for their home visit. So, yeah. Send Ted out. Suitcase. Is there anything else I could take? Honestly, not even the suitcase. I don't think the suitcase even does anything if you take it by itself. So we'll just send Ted out and hope for the best. Yeah, I wonder if I brought just one person, how long I could last. Let's see. She has 1 day till food. We found some weird mushrooms growing on one of the walls. Food shortage is no laughing matter, so maybe it would be a good idea to grab some mushroom bite or two. What's the worst that could happen? I never do this. I don't even know if there's something positive. I just don't do it because it sounds gross. Mushrooms off walls are not okay. I didn't get the lock? I thought I grabbed the lock. Oh, I didn't have space. Ugh. We may be hungry, but there are some things we just will never eat. Wall fungus is one of them. That's right. Alright, give her water. As we were considering alternatives to canned soup diet, sudden knock at the door broke our line of thought. Turned out we were visited by a band of survivors who were in pretty bad shape. All they wanted was to get something to drink, a bite to eat, or at least a clean bandage and medicine to attend to their wounds. I don't know what this does. I'm going to be honest, because this isn't the twins, right? How much food do we have? 2 cans. I mean, why not? We'll give them some food. Because I think it helps speed that up, doesn't it? This is a Google-worthy one. I'm not going to Google it right now, but that's something to look into. What does that event do? Does it help me? Does it help the survivors? Does it speed up the twins village thing? Our visitors had problems finding enough words to express their gratitude. Many tears were shed. Smiles and hugs exchanged, and they wished us all with the best. It's a great feeling to be helping someone out. They left soon after to seek shelter in the ruins of our town. We hope to make it out there. Same. Good luck to you. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could just get out and leave? Walk the surface like we used to? Smell the fumes and pollution? Ah, that's the scent of freedom we miss. Oh, my nose is all stuffy today. My allergies, you know. As long as we're safe, we can stay down here. Alright, we're fine. The other day, we heard a giant knock at the door. When we opened it, we only found a suitcase on the doorstep, and there was no one around. It isn't signed, but it sure looks like it's meant for us. Should we? Yeah, we kind of have to. We gotta kind of have to risk a lot of stuff lately, or right now. Oh my gosh, we're freaking set. There's no such thing as too much water nowadays. We inspected it thoroughly after taking it out of the suitcase, but it looked absolutely harmless and purified. We hope we get to meet this generous stranger one day and thank him or her personally for keeping our family well hydrated. Ted has returned safely. Ted has returned from his voyage to the surface. We used to go to this little store for groceries. They always had their windows closed and a sign that stated, "We assure you, we're open." We found some food left inside. Most food on the shelves was outdated and rotten, a lot of rotten eggs. Okay, listen. My brain, for some reason, is skipping ahead and inventing words that are not in these paragraphs. And I apologize. I'm getting ahead of myself. I should just calm down. Most food on the shelves was outdated and rotten. A lot of eggs were smashed on the floor. Guess what? Soup cans don't expire till 2015. Good for us. +4 food. We found a shelf with a big sign that read everything for 99 cents. The only things left were bottles of water. Huh, expensive. +4 water. A gas mask was hanging on the wall. There was a sign next to it that read, "Is it safe?" We spotted some sort of vehicle just down the street. We couldn't get a good enough look at it in the dark. Maybe future expeditions will prove more fruitful. Let's go ahead and heal. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and heal Ted. It's day 8. Everybody's fine. We can give them food and water tomorrow. We have to do at least one more expedition. At least one more. We didn't think we'd get a chance to increase our food supply by simply playing a card game, but that's what we were offered by a man who knocked on the door today. 2 cans of food. We win, we get his 2 cans. We lose, we give him our 2 cans. Are we going to do it? Nope. Even if I had the cards, I wouldn't do it. I'm not risking. I got a good supply right now. I'm on top of the world. Okay, Ted's healed. We got some stuff. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set for the kids? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd sooner rob someone than... We sent that man away. Good riddance. Always makes me cackle a little bit. Alright, so Ted's going out. Let's give him some food and some water since he's leaving. And we'll give her stuff tomorrow. We'll send him out again, though. We don't need to send him with anything. And let's hope he does what he just did. If he comes back like he just did, if he does it twice in a row... Sheesh. You know? Ted left for the surface. We hope he'll be back soon. Alright, we'll give her both because she is at that point. Whoever designed this fallout shelter was a genius, but we can't really tell if the green stuff dripping from the pipe is included feature. We should probably try doing something about it with whatever we brought down here. We need the book. That's what it was, the book. They were like, we're making a library, and we don't have anything for them to read, and I didn't have the freaking book, so I couldn't win. So we're using the suitcase. It's our only way. Yeah, I don't care if we destroy the suitcase for that. And I don't want her getting sick. We're out of the med kit. So yeah, map, board game, book, and axe. Those are the 4 things we have to keep to be able to get this the twins exit. After Ted gets back, we're not sending anybody else, and we're just going to stay with what we got. We can't keep sitting on our backsides here in this tiny little bunker. Or we could start thinking about how to get away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought that the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own. The escaping part, not the running part. The ruining part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Yes, use the radio every time. Sometimes you get lucky and there's a supply cache. That's the phone. That's the twins. That's the escape plan we're actually aiming for. Good news. The government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from our area. The announcer asked everyone listening to wait a while longer and expect further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. Alright, so basically when Ted gets back, we're just going to bunker down and run this out. Send Dolores to go get that. I would like to get a gun or a padlock. Just a couple more things for defense. I've got the harmonica and I've got an axe, but the axe can break. The harmonica's good. I do have the bug spray. So really, it's just harmonica and bug spray is all I really have technically, because I don't want to use the axe if I end up needing it. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as a survivor from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We started to exchange information when the call was cut short. Something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope they will get back to us. Okay, so we're good on that. She has starvation. Let's just go ahead and give her some food. We know very little about what's going on the outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more, maybe discover if anyone else made it to safety. A radio could help with this. I'm going to do this one time. I think after that, I'm just only going to use it when the government comes. Unless... Okay, cool. Let's see. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government emergency announcement service. And guess what? Great news. The fallout outside is mostly gone. We should be much safer to travel on the surface now. Good news. Okay, dehydration tomorrow. We woke up feeling very uncomfortable. It was like someone or something was watching us. We could have sworn we noticed movement in the shadows. Anything besides us is alive in this bunker. It's time to teach them who is boss. We'll use the axe. I don't think the axe will break on this. I don't think it ever has, so we should be fine. Alright, cool. Cool. We're doing alright. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding elsewhere in one of those nasty little holes. Okay, she needed water. Last thing we expected to hear while sitting in a fallout shelter was a trumpet. It was played by someone who was clearly not a trumpet player, and who has probably never heard a trumpet player in their entire life. He came with a friend who knocked on the door and demanded that we let the merrymen in, so they could take from the rich and give to the poor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's fine. We might have too much, though. I don't know, let's find out. I hope we don't. We should be okay, though. Or they're going to rob us. It's one of the two. Dang it! They took our axe. Man, those merrymen were not merry at all. They told us that we were rich and we should share with the other 99% of the wasteland. They grabbed a few things and left. We couldn't do anything to stop them. Their green clothes were too dang hypnotizing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess these count. Oh, that's rough. That's super rough. That's okay. We'll be okay. Still just hungry. We decided to peek outside just for a minute to see if the store around the corner was still standing. When we were able to step out, we heard a growl in the darkness and a pair of ferocious eyes appeared a few feet away. We only had moments to decide what to do. Should I get Pancake? Does he help with things? I know the cat kills bugs. Does Pancake help with defense? Let's not do it, because I have to give a whole can of food just to get him. I don't want to do that. Okay. Good deal. We felt it was too risky to face whatever horror awaited the shadows. We did what any sane person would do. We shut the door. The creature was gone the next morning. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. When a man is desperate enough, any place is good to look. Good to look through to get food and water. Our expedition was coming home with nothing to show for all the searching, but then they stumbled across a full trash can in our neighborhood. One man's trash is another man's treasure. I'm sorry I'm stuttering tonight, you guys. I don't know why. I just keep stuttering and getting ahead of myself. One of our pre-blast neighbors threw out a few unopened cans of soup. Ha! Joke's on him. If he's in his shelter right now, he's probably full of regrets. With a lawn like that, who wouldn't be? Why would people throw out water? Who cares? Finders keepers. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be careful next time. The vehicle down the street looks like someone's work in progress. We observed it from afar. Who would... Hiccups. Who could the owner be? We've kept our distance for the time being, but we want to take a closer look in the future. This could potentially be our ticket out of here. She's hungry. He's hungry. Okay, so I think we can chill now. A few more hours of coughing and we'll get used to it. Our ventilation system is halted. There's no fresh air seem to be circulating through the shelter. We have to fix it before we suffocate like rats trapped by a professional, very cruel rat catcher. I'm not going to use anything because this bug spray can be used as a defense, and I need that. I'm just really hoping they don't need the axe on that thing. We decided to ignore any problems with the vents and focus on other problems. As predicted, all of us developed a nasty cough and had trouble breathing. But it got better the next morning. We don't know what the issue was, but its important thing is it's gone now. Okay. Starvation tomorrow, so both need food tomorrow. Ever since we jumped into our fallout shelter, we wondered about that other door in the shelter. Should it be here? Where does it lead? It's high time we checked it out. I hope it gives us a gun. Or another axe. I don't think it gave us anything. We inspected every corner of the room and found nothing. Well, that was a waste of time. Yeah, tell me about it. Okay, both need food. And tomorrow they need water. Today during breakfast we were startled when our map slid off the wall. We checked the nail holes, but they were firmly in place. It could be a poltergeist. Maybe we need to perform an exorcism to get rid of it. Anyway, the wall behind the map we discovered some sort of safe. We're curious as to what treasures might be inside. Should we open it? Yeah, open the safe, please. I don't see anything else. We're just getting nothing. What? That was terrifying. As soon as we cracked the safe open, the lights went out for a few seconds. We were left in complete darkness. When it was all over, we noticed that some of our supplies went missing. Dang that ghost. Yeah, that's fair. They're both dehydrated. She's starvation again. We'll just give her food again. Okay. Situation is simple. We're bored. It's too quiet and we're desperately craving entertainment. The solution also seems simple. Nobody could give our old harmonica a spin, but who is best suited to give us a high-quality mouth organ concert? The decision has to be made. Ted! He always does good with the harmonica. Alright, I hear the radio. Let's see. Not bad, Ted. We knew he had some sense of rhythm. He has always enjoyed dancing. However, we never suspected him the ability to create pleasant sounds with his mouth. Ones that are actually worth listening to. That was entertaining. Alright, what are they at? Hungry, hippo. Alright, not going on that. Today, the music from the radio stopped abruptly, and instead we got to listen to a transmission from the army. We were almost halfway to the door when they started talking about evacuation, but it turns out there is something we need to do first. All survivors were asked to leave a sign that we are alive somewhere in the area. The exact location was given in geographical coordinates. We need a map to establish where that is. All right, we got a map. We can do this. I hope we can pull off at least the government one. I don't know. We will find out. A quick glance at the map gave us all the information we required. We left them a message in a bottle. Good deal. Starvation tomorrow for Ted? A young woman dressed in white knocked on our door today, telling us a story about her missing twin brother, who was most probably held captive in a bandit camp. He tried to defeat a big bandit leader, and his sister feels something might have happened to him. She claims to know that we're good and trustworthy people and believes that we can help her rescue her sibling. If we do, she says that it's the beginning of a solid friendship. We'll send Ted. Come on, Ted. Show him who's boss. Teach him a lesson, Ted. The woman quickly called a group of her friends, and we set out to what turned out to be a successful mission. Finding the lost twin brother wasn't a problem. He was hanging on top of an antenna next to a fence trying to escape. In his duel with the bandit leader, he lost a hand, but the group quickly tended to his injuries, and he'll be just fine. The siblings thanked us 100 times, and they said that they will definitely contact us again. Okay, where are we at? He needed starvation. Okay, she is fine for now. We're either going crazy or the entire shelter is crawling with little insects. Or worse. It's worse. There's spiders. And not some miniature ones, but huge, furry, and very creepy beasts. We gotta do something about them. No. Simple as that. We just can't. We need both of those items. Okay, nobody's hurt. Nobody's hurt. Good deal. We decided we could get rid of the spiders with our bare hands, feet, and whatever other body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we've underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. Alright, where are we at? Dehydration? Dehydration. We'll go ahead and give them both water. Oh dear, we just remembered we plan on taking a trip south in 2 months. If it's still there, we are going, right? We're pretty sure that they don't bomb warm places. Let's see. One moment. Message. No message. We're good. Alright. Our relocation is probably something we'll be able to discuss after we get out of here. True. True. Hungry and tired. Fatigued. Starvation. We'll give her food tomorrow. Sorry for the binging. Sleazy looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a visit. He offered us a simple one-time deal. Just for one can of soup, we can get the bag and all its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gave us angry glances every time we took a step towards the mysterious bag. Should we make the deal? Absolutely not. That is for the cat. I am not feeding a cat. It does help with the bugs, though. And he runs away. I could just not get him back. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the time of yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Okay, she was starvation. Some door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remember him from before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called the Astro Citizen, but we refused. Now he just wants supplies, and he says he will reveal some state secrets to us in return. I'm good. Thank you, though, brother. Appreciate the offer, but I'm good. I'm going to keep our food and water. As a rule, we don't trust door-to-door salesmen, especially ones who attempt treason. We told him to go back to whatever planet he dropped to Earth from. He got angry and stormed off, mumbling something about how our souls are going to be devoured by the alien lord Yontor. Poor guy. He seems very confused. Alright, where are they at? Thirsty, starvation. They both need food tomorrow. When conducting our daily supply count, we noticed that a soup can was missing. We're absolutely sure it was there yesterday. The can... That can only mean one thing. We have a soup thief amongst us. Now we just need to figure out who the culprit is. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Alright, let's see. Whatever happened to our precious soup, we'll let it go. One can isn't worth the drama and arguments that would ensue, and we really don't have enough evidence to figure out who did it. Maybe we just made a mistake when counting. We'll never know for sure, but if someone did steal it, they'll be taking their secret to the grave. Alright, they both needed food, right? Yeah, food and food. Tomorrow they need water. Today was an exciting day for Ted. All of a sudden, he found car keys in his back pocket and has been sitting on them this whole time. Anyway, it got him reminiscing about his favorite automobile, and now he's worried about it being parked for too long. Something tells us it's the least of our trouble at the moment, but Ted seems really eager to go out and turn the engine over. Let's go ahead, because maybe we'll get lucky and get something out of it. That noise is insane. Ted died. Since Ted doesn't remember where he last parked the car, this could take a while. Hopefully he's back soon with good news. If the car still works, maybe we could get out of here and drive somewhere safer. Alright, she needed water. What's that trickling sound, and why are the walls so wet? Are we about to get flooded? We don't have life preservers or a boat. A boat wouldn't even fit inside the shelter. We need to do something, save the supplies. Okay, here's the trouble. Here's the trouble. We have stuff for the twins. The toys, the book. We don't have the axe. We already did the government start. They just needed the map. Do we want to save the map or the radio? But we don't really have anything for the government. We need cards. And potentially a gun. Let's save the map for the twins. It's rough, actually. Very rough. Hopefully Ted comes back with something that'll help us. Watch, he's gonna bring cards and the gun. Before any of the stream squirting from the walls could hit our map, we tore it down, and it was the only thing to not get wet during our little flood. After the water level had dropped and started cleaning up, we might not finish before the next... After the water level had dropped, we started cleaning up. We might not finish before the next apocalypse hits. She doesn't need anything. Today we were visited by a strange-looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. He insisted his prices are so low that it's like cutting his own throat. The least we could do is take a look at his offer, although for some reason we don't really trust him. If I had the med kit, that's what I would do, but I'm not trading bullets for harmonica. I need the harmonica, actually. We need it, you guys. We need it. We can't get rid of the harmonicas. Despite his desperate attempts to sell us all kinds of things, useless and not, we turned down the man's offer. It's probably for the better. He did look quite untrustworthy. Okay, she's fatigued and hungry. That's fine. It's been a few days since Ted went to look for the car. We are getting really worried, especially since there might have been loud thuds coming from above. Maybe he got into trouble. Should we take a peek outside? Yes, because sometimes Ted gets stuck. Sometimes he gets lodged and stuck, and we can save him. Yep. Silly Ted. But we got food. Ted found something all right, but it wasn't his car. He stumbled upon a barbecue party at our neighbor's burned-down lawn. We recognized some faces in the small crowd of partygoers, but they all looked a bit peculiar. Gas mask, goggles, spikes, and a lot of leather everywhere. Was this a costume party? Anyways, we found Ted passed out in a ditch near our shelter, smelling strongly of tomato and alcohol. So, tomato liquor? Good deal. Alright, Ted needs both. She doesn't need any. I kind of want to send somebody out. What is this? Hang on. When we look closely at our map, we noticed someone had written a set of mysterious directions on one of the corners. It will lead to some kind of treasure. Might be worth sending somebody out. Yeah, let's send the mom. If she doesn't find anything useful, we'll do one more expedition. All she achieved was destroying our map. Okay. Okay. We were following the map directions closely. So closely, we ended up walking into a pile of rubble and ruining the dang thing. Guess the treasure hunt is over. That's rough. We're going to do expedition. The siblings kept their word. We need the axe for the siblings, of course. The siblings kept their word and visited us again with a request. Seeing as they're slowly running out of space for their tent, a group is attempting to build a small camp for themselves. They already gathered some resources, but they need someone to help chop wood and build houses. Okay, so we have to do an expedition. We have to get an axe. There's just no doubt about it. Expedition map. Okay, we apologize for not being able to help this time. Maybe we can find an axe soon and join the fun, but right now we have no way of helping these folks. Okay. Alright, we're going to send the mom. What do we send her with? We need to send her with something so she has a better chance to survive. Let's send her with a flashlight. Let me see something real quick. One sec. One sec. It just helps them when they're in good shape. I mean, I could do bug spray. I could do bug spray. It's not something that I want to do, but it gives me a chance to get either radio or map. It does both. So I'm hoping we can pull that off. That would be beautiful. What if we get both? Life would be peaches and cream. But what can we do that would give us a axe? Nothing. We just have to get lucky. We just have to get lucky to get the axe. Our first aid kit is of no use, and we need to do something about it. For some bizarre reason, we believe we can use lethal bug spray to produce some additional medicine. Maybe it'll still work. We won't know until we've tried, right? We're just not going to do that because we don't have it now. But even if we did, it doesn't sound like a smart move. Too bad we didn't have that spray. Homemade drugs sound like an excellent idea. Yeah. Okay, dehydration tomorrow for Ted. We got a visitor from a person with a physical mutation. He managed to grow an extra fully operational hands. He shared a story of a group with us. People with other deformities who, despite their circumstances, remain friendly and struggle to gather supplies. Wherever they go, people just shoo them away in fear of getting sick. He promises that if we give him some supplies, his group will help us get rid of the bandits next time they bother us. Yes. We'll do water. So now we have a defense against that. That makes up for our bug spray. So that's fine. Now we need a radio, to be honest. It feels good to have some friends in this cruel, empty wasteland. A few of our supplies is a small price to pay when it comes to the safety of your family. Alright, Ted needs water tomorrow. Or was that today? I don't know. I'll do it now. There it goes again. Noises. Weird noises all the time. They're coming from the pipes, walls. Is there something behind the door? We don't know and it's driving us insane. We should sit down and relax. Otherwise, we might get paranoid. Yeah, we'll use the game board because I don't think it breaks when you just use it for this purpose. It just stays. Yeah. Yes. Having some fun made us forget about... What was it again? Okay, Ted. Fatigued and hungry is fine. We have plenty of distant relatives, but none of them mean as much to us as Aunt Ada. She lives in the country, so there's a good chance she is still configuring her cow counting machine and not worrying about nukes raining down on her hen house. Too bad we don't have a photo of her. Or do we? We put some photos into books a while ago after a giant coffee spill incident. Yeah, let's read the book. I don't think it doesn't use the book, it just looks through it, so. Okay. We did get a gun. Neato. Bingo! Our scout handbook holds more than a ton of knowledge useful in these times of apocalypse. There are some photos stuck in between the pages along with some crosswords. We are saved. Only a few of them are solved. We were glad to see Dolores came back safely from the wasteland. We spotted an untouched store with many products inside. Even food different than tomato soup. A real treat in those post-apocalyptic times. When we were about to reach it, a terrible noise made us stop in our tracks. Something heavy fell straight from the sky, crashing into the store and destroying it completely. After the dust settled, we realized we were looking at a spaceship. Just like Timmy's comics. Could it be Saucermen from Mars? Then why does it bear the American flag on the side with a logo of something called the Astro Citizen? Could it be an infiltration? Crafty little alien buggers? Someone stuffed a bunch of items in a big sock. Not sure how the sock made it through the crash, but it somehow succeeded at protecting the supplies inside. We got a gun. At one point during our expedition, we were ambushed by a pack of mutated cockroaches. We managed to scare them away with bug spray. In their nest, we found supplies of soup. Our little trip to the surface may have been spotted and followed. That's fine. We're going to do some food for him and another expedition with the dad. I mean, we might as well at this point. Finally got a good look at this vehicle down the street. An ice cream truck. No wheels, but it was reinforced with metal grills. But where were the weapons? That kind of vehicle needs a weapon. Let's go out there with some equipment and find something fitting. Dang, that sucks. We could have made progress on the vehicle, which would definitely help us on one of the survival things. The survival one for the Star Bomber is going to be really hard. I'm going to probably prep the vehicle so we can escape with it. If we found a weapon, we could keep it to defend the shelter. Danger lurks around every corner in this wasteland, and it's becoming more and more barbaric. Thugs all fighting each other with baseball bats and rolling pins. Anybody seen those bandits near the museum? They've got curved swords. Curved swords. Okay. Okay, she's starvation. Give her something. We're sending Ted with a gas mask because I don't want him to get sick. Well, actually, dang, because we need to send with this bug spray to get the radio. But we actually, what did we need? A padlock? A padlock or... No, we needed an axe. Yeah, and there's no way to get the axe. So, I mean, yeah, it's really just survival. I mean, we can take the gas mask so Ted doesn't get sick, because if both are sick, we're in a predicament. Let's just do that. That's fine. Alright. Ted left for the surface. We hope he'll be back soon. At least we know he won't get sick. She's dehydrated. Give her something. It's been a while since we showered. The smell in this tiny shelter is far from roses as it can get, and we had the thought of washing ourselves. Too bad I didn't grab it. She's not going to get sick, so it's fine. At least the one person sick is, you know what I mean? That's when that event comes. That's good timing. The world has ended. Who cares about showering? We can get used to it. Adapting shouldn't be hard. It will be like a camping trip. It will. Oh no, that smell is just terrible. Don't puke. Don't. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, she's good for now. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of those wall bricks got loose today, it revealed a hole. We felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source? Yes. We need water. I really hope Ted brings water. And we need an axe. And that's probably the twins asking for an axe. We looked into the hole, fearing something might come at us with claws, fangs, or other mutated sharp body parts, but nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably. We have a feeling that we will be luckier than him when we confiscate it. We gave the rat a proper burial in an empty can. He deserved that much. True. Yeah, the axe. Dang. We need an axe extraordinarily bad. It's going to make us have to survive so long because our stuff is broken. I'm getting nervous. I wish we had an axe. The wood chipping qualities are quite useful. Yeah. She needs food tomorrow. Bandits are at the door, promising us the worst fate they can imagine if we don't let them in. It's time to make a stand. Let's use the harmonica. I think you get 2 uses for it. Oh, Ted's dead. We lost. There's just no way around this. They lowered down their weapons and cried a few tears, surprised at the behavior of music. They will leave us alone today. Our only hope is to get an axe from an expedition. That's literally our only hope. I don't think the mom will even survive. Let's see. Okay, she's perfect timing. She is not tired anymore. Man, this is rough. Take the bug spray. At least we can get the radio. Because we have the gun now, which is part of the government one. Please let it not end. Yeah, okay. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I tried my best. I needed an axe, and I lost my axe to the Merrymen, those dang guys. I should have... Man, I guess it's 6. It's 6 and under. I was like, it's either 6 or 7. Hey, get it? It's a horrible joke, sorry. I could have sworn it was either 6 or 7. I was thinking it was 7. But did I have 8? Which ones count? I can't even remember, to be honest with you. It's been a while since I've had to really think about that. I don't know. I don't know. We'll try again at some point. We'll try again. We will get this 100%ed. We are so close I can taste it. I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you do, make sure you subscribe to see more. Make sure you like the video. It genuinely helps the algorithm show it to more people. Leave a comment because that helps. All of it helps. And I had a good time, though. It was close. We'll get there. We're really close. But anyways, hope you had a good day. Hope tomorrow's even better. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.